the water, Barakatah, Kahalayimla, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith in truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Aqua, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. And so I always think about this because the digital implant is going to be something that you cannot get away from, that you can't get around. If the Lord is not dealing with you, you will succumb to it. And I hope the Lord keep this mind state on me. Because, you know, when you teaching, you got all the confidence in the world. The Lord supping with you. You're trying to, exhort, edify, and comfort the sheep. So you don't want to be a hypocrite. But I was thinking, man, this devil, which that's who he is, the wicked, he's going to have a solution for you that's going to make you feel like it's a good thing. And when he do crash this system and famines is in the world and, scarcity period, that digital implant is going to be some type of salvation. And people are going to take it because they're going to feel like they have no choice. But the reason I'm starting off with these scriptures right here is because you don't understand who you dealing with. So the scripture said, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So the one thing that you cannot stop iron from doing is rusting. All right. So it's nothing that this man can do that will show you that he's not the devil. The scripture said this. Let me get this to come back to this. What is that? 13. Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he have made crooked? The Lord made him a way. The Lord even said that he have created all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he literally created a nation of people to be the wicked, to bring hell to the earth, death and hell to the earth. This is all he was made to be. All right. And he's also the Lord's sword. He uses the wicked to bring death and hell and being a whooping stick to his own people for disobedience. So this man was made for a purpose. He's never made to be righteous, as the Lord said, who can make that straight which he have made crooked. So going back, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, when he humbling himself, he's being deceitful because he's crooked. And go crouching, and yet take good heed and beware of him, as you shall be unto him as if you has wiped a looking glass. When you wipe a looking glass, you can see things clearly. See, our people still got the foggy eyes. All right, they ain't wipe away the glass. They actually think that Esau, Edom, these self-proclaimed white people, since 1681, the devil that the Bible speak of, our people actually still put trust in him. Like, oh, he ain't that bad. That was a long time ago when they put us in slavery. That was them. All right. So our people, they still got the foggy eye. So it says, if you has wiped a looking glass, and you shall know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Why? Because these are the same people. These are the same. They come from the same seed line. All right. And then, not to go too deep, because wisdom is too high for a fool. But as the scripture said in Exodus 20:4, visiting the iniquities of the fathers to the third and fourth generation. So people come back through their great, great, great grandchildren. All right. So those same devils who was whipping backs and hanging jakes on trees, they here today. So anyways, these are the same people. It's in their DNA. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. It said, yeah, in heart, yeah, you work wickedness, Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. This is what they was made for, to bring death and hell to the earth. The wicked are estranged, which means to be outside of the temple. All right. They are not a part of the Lord's righteousness. They're not a part of the Lord's temple. They're not a part of the Lord's sanctuary. Only the Israelites. But these people are the only people that's not going to get any salvation coming to them. All nations is going to get punished for touching the Lord's apple of his eye. But Esau, Edom, they are the only ones that's going to be done away with. So it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. So that's how they was made. How can you make something straight that the Lord have made crooked? Set him not by you, lest when he have overthrown you, he stand up in your place. Neither let him sit at your right hand, which is your power, the power that you do have, lest he seek to take your seat, and you at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Because you'll be like, damn, I should have listened. Should have listened to those Israelites. I should have never succumbed to the devil. I should have never listened to what he had for me. Because you think the devil don't understand that your ass is oppressed? The scripture said that the borrower will be subject to the lender. All right, Proverbs 22:7. So we are the borrower. They are the lender. We are subjected to him. The curses said in Deuteronomy 28:43 that we would have to go to him for one of all things. It's either 28:43 or 28:46. So no, it ain't 28:46. It might be 28:48 or 28:43. Read it yourself. But we have to go to our enemies for one of all things. That's our curses. So knowing that we got to go to him, and he knows that too. You think he ain't gonna have no benefits coming with the digital implant? Huh? You know what? If you take this, I'll give you 200,000 down payment. Oh hell yeah, I'm doing that. I never had that type of money in my life. So you're gonna have a lot of people who's gonna fall into the hands of the devil. Scripture said, never trust thy enemy. Last time I checked, never means never. All right? No, not ever. That's what never mean. No, not ever. So, who would pity a charmer so that is bitten with a serpent, or such as come nigh the wild beast? That's why you always see, like, use an example of this scripture, like crocodile hunter. Nobody feels sad for him. The nigga want to wrestle with motherfucking jellyfish and shit like that. You know, he want to wrestle with crocodiles. You see his ass ain't here. He got killed by a jellyfish, if I'm not mistaken. But then you got these people who will go play with a bear or a lion at the zoo, and then they get fucked up, and then we supposed to feel, hell, we ain't feeling sad for you. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? And in the scriptures, what are these people called? That old serpent, devil and Satan. Revelation 12:9. That old devil, the old Satan, devil and Satan. Anyways, so it said, or any such come not to wild beasts, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Like, we are warning you. And so going back to my original thought, so thinking about what's about to come to the world and how he's about to cause chaos, and then he already going to have a solution on deck. That's how he do things. It's very smart, though. That's why he's called a cunning devil. All right. He was more subtle than any beast in the field. Genesis 3:1. So then he's very, very cunning. That's the left-hand side of the Lord. And a lot of people are going to succumb to his cunningness. So he's going to cause a problem. He already going to have a solution for you, but that solution is going to be your detriment. That's why Matthew 24:24 said, if it were possible, he should be able to deceive the very elect. But it's not possible. It's not possible. That's why we're warning you about it. But guess what? As soon as people start to lose their comfort a little bit, oh, yes, they're going to be lining up. You know, and a lot of you women, y'all just going to die behind that. Forget about being a harlot. Forget about, not treating your man a certain way. Women are the weaker vessel. And guess what? It's about to be spotlighted. It's going to be broadcast how weak y'all women is without a man. All right. And as soon as you can't eat for 2 hours, oh, you going to get chipped up. And it says, for a while, he will abide with you. See, but if you begin to fall, he will not tarry. This is your enemy. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw you into a pit. And guess what? This ain't even just for Israelites. This is for the whole world. When you take that digital implantation, he's imagining how to throw you into a pit. A pit is something that you can't get out of. It's like, so in pit, when you go into the word pit, it's a couple of things. Pit usually means the grave. Pit also means hell or captivity. And in this context, he's talking about captivity. Because guess what? If you do take his digital implant, he have access to you that he always imagined. Because he want to be the most high. He's saying with his technology that he can control your thoughts, manipulate your thoughts, and then he can surveillance you from the inside and out. That means you will have no freedom of thought, no freedom of liberty to go anywhere without him knowing. And remember, you can't buy or sell without the mark. So guess what that means? That he could put a limitation on what you can buy. He's going to suck up all the resources, which he's doing right now, for himself. And then the little shit that he have out here, you're going to be able to have access to it. But guess what? Do you really want a cockroach and grasshopper sandwich? Because that's what they're talking about. Artificial meat. Probably eating that shit now, man. We got to get the hell up out of here. But anyways, the point that I'm making is that this is the devil. He going to speak sweetly with his lips. So when he do bring this forth, it's going to sound good. We're telling you, don't do it. So it said how to throw you in a pit. He will weep with his eyes. This is the devil for you. He's an actor. All right. He could drop tears on a dime and still be looking to kill your ass while he crying. He's still thinking about it. But if he find opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. Because the scriptures talks about that he's a perpetual blood seeker. All right. That's Ezekiel 35:5. He's a perpetual blood seeker. That's all he did to our people. All right. He ain't even satisfied with that. And it says, if adversity come upon you, you shall find him there first. And he the one that caused the controversy. He plays both sides. He really tried to be like the Most High. And though he pretend to help you, yet he shall undermine you. And if he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, because he came to you, with a smile. Now when your ass is thrown into a pit, now he's showing you his horns. And that's what's about to happen. When that devil come down with great wrath, because he know he had but a short time, then Jake is going to want to wake up and be like, all right, he is the devil. But it's going to be too late. He's already on his mission of coming down with great wrath. And when he come down with great wrath, which is the Lord's wrath, because that's why King David said, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. Psalm 17:13. All right. And that's the Lord's wrath. He using his sword. And ain't no talking. When the Lord start judging, it ain't going to be no talking. It's over with. All right. Now, like I said, I ain't want this video to be long, but I really think about this. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. The other thing that made me think about this, I want to say 2 Ezra 16:69. Let me see. Yep. It said, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. Matter of fact, let me see what the verse before this. Yep. So I'm going to get 68 and 69. How about that? Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. So it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. That's coming down with great wrath. And they shall take away certain of you, casting you into captivity to concentration camps. Revelation 2:10, be faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. Devil, going to bound you for 10 days. Paraphrasing, Revelation 2:10, what I quoted. And feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. So this could be a couple of things, but for the concept of this video, because this is going to be an actual thing too. So I think about this, the Maccabee brothers, 2 Maccabees chapter 7. All right. Remember, they was trying to get the brothers to eat pork, and they rather took death than to eat pork. So that's a possibility. They could do some shit like that. It's nothing new under the sun. But the main idol is that digital implantation, the charagma. All right. So while you in jail, they're going to give you the option. You going to take it or what? Or you going to get beheaded. Revelation 20:10. I saw the holes of them. I saw the souls. I said the holes. Goodness gracious. I saw the souls of them that shall be beheaded for not taking the MOTB. All right. So it says, shall take certain with and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in the region. Now imagine this, right? So if you consent to them, right, that means, okay, you got the charagma and your life is spared. Why is the Lord saying you're going to be found in derision? Because this is your fucking enemy. Now you thinking that you saved your life, but all you did was make your life worse, because now you literally gave your soul to him. And now, guess what? He is the devil. He knows. I'm talking about the top, the elite. They know who the Lord is. All right. If you get chipped, that's a smile on their face, because they know they don't got no salvation coming to you in misery love company. All right. They know that your ass gonna get destroyed if you take this. So you're going to be mocked, especially if you an Israelite. All right. Because you think Esau ain't gonna laugh after he embed that under your skin? After he tried to, he basically extorted you, coerced you. He in there talking about, you gonna take it? You gonna take it? If you don't take it, he's sharpening the guillotine and your ass take it. And he go, ha, 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 ha. Good job. Good job, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I picture stuff like this. That's why they got these fucking villain movies. This nigga is the villain. But like I said, you saving your life for a person can tell you that you only can go 5 miles. You only allowed outside for 2 hours today. You only can have half a cheeseburger today. Like, that's literally what's about to come to the earth. So you will, as I say, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. All right, because this is your enemy. First of all, to end it on this last thought. Matter of fact, before I get that thought, I wanted to get this. So it said, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark, the digital implantation, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Man, do you really want to go through that? That's the Lord judging you face to face. Man, I'm telling you. And the smoke of their torment shall ascend up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right, so now, my last thought. So imagine this. If you understand the truth, you know what death is. The scripture says that, in matter of fact, in this same scripture, might as well just get it. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and faith of Yahushua. And I heard a voice from heaven say unto me, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yeah, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. So that's getting a crown on your head because you stood stiffly for the name of the Lord. All right. And you're going to be risen first. First Thessalonians 4:16 through 18. So the last thought is this. Why would you? The only people that's going to is the ones who don't have faith. That's why the scripture said, fear not him who could kill the body and afterwards can't do nothing, but fear him who could kill body and soul and cast it into hell. And hell ain't talking about the underworld. It's talking about this fire that's about to come to the earth, which is called the second death in the scriptures. All right. Because see, you can take this. Say, this is another thing. All right, this is my last thought. Another thing too, people acting like if you take the chip, like this nigga can't still kill you, or if you take the chip, he'll just keep the shit off, and you still SOL. This is the enemy. Never trust thy enemy, man. Think about this. Think about this. So hopefully this video is edifying. And shalom, man. Like, shalom.